So I'm going to make a video on how to set the pressure cutoff on one of these Husky 60-gallon air compressors from Home Depot. I searched everywhere, all over the internet, Google, Yahoo, Bing, Pornhub, PornMD, and every time I looked, there was never any information on how to do it, or it was told it couldn't be done. It's all regulated by a spring-loaded cutoff valve, and you can't adjust them. They are what they are. The compressor originally was shutting off at about 140, and then once the tank would cool down, it dropped down to about 135. Well, the problem with that is it turns back on at like 125, 120, so it was literally 5 to 10 psi I would use, and the thing would kick back on. Well, you're not supposed to do more than 60% of the duty cycle, which I was achieving that because every 10 psi the fucking thing would kick on. So after exhausting all efforts on the internet, I decided I would come in here and fumble around and see if maybe I could add some washers to that spring, but lo and behold, I found what they had done. So I'm going to shut the power off so the don't get yelled at by the safety Nazis that I'm going to die or whatever they want to fucking bitch about. So you got to undo this screw up on top here for the cap to gain access to it. Done. Okay, so on this, I'll try to get my headlamp in here so you can actually see what I'm talking about. This spring, this screw right here, it had a bunch of hot glue over it, and they had taken paint or a Sharpie and colored over it. Well, you can see the arrows. It's upside down, you're looking at it this way, but clockwise is plus, counterclockwise is negative. So I got to thinking that, hey, maybe this is how you adjust it, and there's a spring inside there that this screw seats down inside. So I took that screw and cleaned up all the hot glue off of it and turned it about twice, and now the compressor is shutting off at about 160, which the tank is rated for 155, but it's only tested at 80% of the tank's actual pressure holding, so 160 is well within spec, so the tank isn't going to blow up. Everything's fine. So now I'm actually getting full use out of it. Now I can get down to about 30 psi of air being used, and it will kick on, which I'm not even close to being at the 60% duty cycle. So if you have one of these and you're like me, and for whatever reason Home Depot decided, or Husky or whoever does it, decided they wanted to have the shut off at 130, 140, that's how you change it. Yeah, you don't need to buy a new cutoff. You have to buy this whole new assembly up here, which is ridiculous. So it's just hot glue gun over this, and like I said, they took paint or a Sharpie and colored it black so you couldn't see it. They did a really good job of hiding. It was over this whole piece, so you couldn't even see the writing. But yeah, that's how you change it. So I figured I'd make a video. Things how I couldn't find one anywhere on the internet. So there you go. Turn that screw and do it little by little and turn the compressor on until you reach the 100 and 155, 160, or whatever you want to set yours at. It's your problem, not mine. So anyways, that's how you do it. Turn that screw, put the cap back on, turn the power back on, and compressor is good to go. So there you go. Have a good day.